$340,000. An entire life's worth of savings gone in a cryptocurrency scam. Naum Landsman is 74 and he was on Instagram. He saw an ad for a cryptocurrency exchange app called Spirebit. He installed it and it cost him everything. Hi kitty cats, and welcome to another episode of Cyber Saturdays. Today's episode is the story of Naum Landsman and how he was scammed by a cryptocurrency exchange called Spirebit. As always, all of my sources will be listed in the description down below. Cryptocurrency is currency that basically lives in the digital web of the internet. Cryptocurrency does not rely on banks or financial institutions to substantiate transactions. This form of online money can be used for purchases or invested for future growth. According to Coursera, transactions made using cryptocurrency are permanently recorded on blockchains, which are immutable, unmodifiable logs of all trades and assets. To learn more in depth about cryptocurrency and how it works, you can find this course on Coursera. This is not sponsored, however, the link for this course in Coursera is in the description down below. Naum Landsman was originally from the former Soviet Union, and he moved to the United States, where he spent his entire career working in the restaurant industry, building up his savings, and with stocks and bonds and trades, built up his retirement fund on his own. And so when the big C-19 hit the world, a lot of his clients closed down because he's working in the restaurant industry. And he was realizing that he was losing a lot of money, and he was looking for a way to invest that could grow his money and so that he would not lose as much or get back some of the funds that he had lost. So one day on Instagram, he saw an ad for Spirebit. He installed the app and created an account, and shortly after was contacted by an employee that spoke Russian on the app Telegram to Naum, who was also Russian speaking. And they built up a friendship, and initially Naum only invested $500, right? And this employee kind of convinced him over a long period of time to invest more and more, and the app was real looking. It looked like his money was growing and growing and growing. But in reality, that was not the case. He had been scammed and his money was really gone. And so he had invested $340,000 in the app, and when he wanted to withdraw some of the funds, he got a notice from the bank that really looked like it was from his bank, stating that he needed to pay some extra fees to prove that the transaction is real. That's when the penny dropped. That's when Naum realized that he'd been duped, he'd been scammed, and his money was probably gone. Spirebit promoted themselves as a real UK-based company supported by the Financial Conduct Authority of the UK. However, on 16 June 2023, the FCA released a statement that warned everyone against using Spirebit, and that it is a fake company that is a copy of an actual company that is supported by the FCA. The Massachusetts Attorney General's office has sued Spirebit, claiming that they particularly victimized elderly Russian-speaking folks. This really tugs at my heart and it makes me angry, and I realize that Naum Landsman fit that profile perfectly. He was the perfect victim for this case. And cryptocurrencies are all new, and the internet and how to use it makes elderly folks even more vulnerable because they don't always know how to educate themselves, how to learn more, and how they can protect themselves. This is why I tell these stories, so that we can get the stories out there and help people to not make the same mistakes. If you want to learn more about cryptocurrency exchanges and how cryptocurrencies work, I implore you to go take a look at CoffeeZilla's channel. He explains it in more depth, and he exposes a lot of these scams. I do hope that the victims of Spirebit will be compensated in some way and get some of their funds back. But above all, I hope that this doesn't happen to anyone else. Research and education is the key to preventing scams like this from happening. Some red flags are advertisements on social media that make big promises of massive returns on small investments. They contact you via DMs on WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, even TikTok, making promises and telling you to invest very quickly, pushing you, and also playing on your emotions that you have to do it now or you'll lose out. Just think of your future, how much money you can make. They try and befriend you, they try and win your trust. And that all just from looking up the app or installing the app or showing interest, that is a red flag. Education is the key to stopping these kinds of scams. The more we learn and the more we educate ourselves, the better we can protect ourselves. So all of my sources are listed down below. If you are in the UK, I will add contact for the FCA UK down below. If you are in the US, the FCC has a page where they say how you can contact the FBI and fill in a form to lodge a complaint online. If you are in South Africa, you need to contact the Financial Services Ombudsman, and I will put that information down below as well. If you're in any other country, do your research to find out what you can do, how you can get help, and know that there always is something that you can try and do. A warning that I always give is if you have been scammed, do not post about it online, as victims make the best victims. Rather reach out to the authorities and get the help that your country's laws allow for. Thank you for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.